Good morning and welcome to another Aldrin Travels. Today I'm in the village of Aberfoyle. The river behind me, that's the River Forth, that's the one that runs past my house, but it's a lot narrower here. Today we're going to be going on a boat. The boat runs on Loch Katrine. It's about 15 minutes drive from here. Like a lot of places in Scotland, this car park replaced something that was a lot more exciting. But in the 1960s, that disappeared. There is a hint over the road. It's now coming up to 12 o'clock and my journey isn't till 2:30, so I'll have plenty of time to have a look around at the scenery. It's a grey day, but it's supposed to be sunnier this afternoon. There is a bit of a wind and it's quite cold. So we'll get back in the car and head up towards Loch Katrine. Well, that was an interesting road. It was lovely though, very scenic. I've arrived here and believe it or not, it's pay and display car park. So I'll have to get that done. I've no change on me, I hope it takes cards. Well, that just cost me £8 for 8 hours. 4 hours is too short, so I thought I'd go for the 8 hours. But I didn't expect that. So that's what I'm doing today. At least the sun's come out for us.
It has, yeah.
Let's try.
Okay.
Is Loch Katrine's it's a man-made loch, isn't it?
No, it's a natural loch, but it's been reinforced around the edges.
Aye, because I know that
to act as a reservoir for Glasgow.
I remember it. My mum saying she was on it.
So from here down to where's not Mulgai, there's viaducts and rock cuts all the way down to there from the mid-1800s. 3,000 navvies built that, and that was to take the water from Loch Katrine. So they've reinforced the sides of Loch Katrine to hold more water.
Right.
And they've raised the level of the loch, but it was a loch. And then they've put underground pipelines from Loch Arklet into there and from...
So basically don't pee in the loch.
You're not allowed to pee in the loch. You'll be hung, drawn and quartered if you do that.
Don't want that.
I remember when we tried to, when I was at the tours, we tried to promote cycling along the Loch Shore, and then Waterboard, the council said no, no cycling because they'll pee in the loch or the oil off the wheels, off their chains will go into the loch.
And it's called the SS Sir Walter Scott. And the sunset. Perfect. Yeah, definitely a pretty boat. I'm not going on this sailing, I'll be the next one. So I've got plenty of time to watch it leave. Well, I just found out that the car park, it's not run by the council, it's run by the Loch Katrine Sir Walter Scott Trust, so all the money goes towards the upkeep of the boat, which is great. I don't mind paying the £8. William Denny and Brothers in Dumbarton built Sir Walter Scott as a knockdown ship. The steamer was assembled with nuts and bolts at Denny's shipyard in Dumbarton on the River Leven in 1899. She was launched and undertook performance tests in the Clyde.
Hello.
Hello!
Very light, plenty of space.
I saw there was a bus arrived, I thought, oh God, we better get on, but they've gone out for a walk. Jeez! You got the best seat in the place. After this, she was dismantled and her numbered pieces were transported by barge up Loch Lomond and overland by horse-drawn cart to Straughnallacher Pier on Loch Katrine, where she was reassembled with permanent rivets, and in 1900 she was relaunched. The ship measures 115 gross registered tons, is 110 feet long, and has a beam of 19 feet. She cost just £4,269, but that also included a delivery charge of £2,028.
On board, including small children, these are stored in clearly marked lockers under the seats on the forward deck, in the forward saloon, and on the after deck.
The water temperature between 4 and 6 degrees year round, so I really don't recommend going for a swim this afternoon.
lines above the trees. This sounds strange now, but before the loch level was raised to 17 feet or 5 metres that it has been to turn Loch Katrine into the main water supply for Glasgow, we would have been standing on top of Brennanwell Point overlooking the trees in the valley below.
These are the original 3-cylinder triple expansion steam engines made by Matthew Paul and Company, Dumbarton. She's got 2 locomotive type boilers, which until the end of 2007 were fired by solid fuel led into the firebox by a stoker.
On the southern shore, you can see a ruined stone settlement beside 2 oak trees. This is Glassahoyle, coming from the Gaelic meaning above the water. It was used as a farming settlement, but it and many others like it were abandoned in the 18th and 19th centuries during a very dark period in Scottish history known as the Highland Clearances. There are now only around 50 people living around the loch site.
Regular exercise drills here on board ships motorsport.
Aye, please. Fully leaded.
And the work this afternoon is anyone overboard. Chair on the deck. If you would like to stand and point to the man overboard.
Yeah, that's it. The wee orange ring that's in the water.
We have a bob overboard.
Disappear very quickly, so don't take your eyes off that section. If there's anybody else on the deck who can see it, keep your eyes on it as well. It'll disappear very, very quickly.
A bit of excitement.
It is, yes. It's quite a hard manoeuvre, this boat, but we're round, we're heading back. We'll be there in a minute. Over here.
Oh, we're going to get that side from the sea.
Do you mind just standing back inside for the food truck? Right, so we'll open this. Yeah, they do that. Yes. That's sad. It's okay.
At a time when most steamers changed to oil-fired boilers, the Sir Walter Scott kept using solid fuel to meet the requirements of ensuring that the Glasgow water supply was not polluted. They did change from coal to coke to reduce air pollution. At the end of the 2007 season, the boilers were altered to run on biofuel. During this refit, the superstructure was rebuilt. and a forward deck cabin was added. The ship has a crew of 5. Well, that's us heading back. We couldn't stop at Schroederlachen because the pier was damaged by the storms we had recently. So we did a quick turn round and we're heading back. But it's been absolutely wonderful. The crew are just amazingly friendly, interesting and very knowledgeable. It's something I haven't done for years, but I totally and utterly recommend it for anybody that's up at this part in Scotland. We're lucky, it's really nice weather. It's cold, windy, but nice. And for once, no rain.
He's going to throw over 2 steaming lines. First one connected, the pier master will pull that in, connect the cantering wire, which will then be brought back onto the midship bollards by Lindsay and the set.
You get that with boat hook, Bob? Right, cheers, thanks, pal.
You just have to drop it, John.
Hey, there we go.
And after you do get off the vessel, on the left hand side is the souvenir shop after you get off the pier. And that is open for teas, coffees, light snacks and a wide variety of Loch Katrine souvenirs. So don't miss your chance to grab a wee reminder of your time here on the loch.
Thank you. That was good.
Good, I'm really glad you enjoyed it.
the rest of your day there.
Oh, will do. At least the road will be open back to Callander.
Absolutely.
Aye, 3 o'clock I think it was open.
I thought it was till 5. I might be mistaken.
I've heard 3, 4 and 5. Hey John.
Hey, cheers, man. Thanks
Cheers.
a lot, folks. Bye-bye.
Yeah, enjoyed that.
Thank you.
There we go, thanks a lot.
Well, thank you for joining me on this week's Aldrin Travels. It was certainly not as warm as it looked, but it was really nice. So if you're ever in this area, it's definitely worth a visit.
He walks around the head.
So we'll see you next week. Don't know where I'm going, but I hope you'll come with me.